What's up, everybody? It's HoodiePal22 coming at you again with another video. This time I'm coming from Madden 26. Long awaited video. I know you guys been waiting. Some people been asking me, when are you gonna get the Madden rosters out? It took me a minute to just go through all the rosters and see who all was on there and what all teams was on there. So I went through, edited some of the players' gears, adjusted some of the ratings to my liking, and I fixed a lot of positions because they had this position named Sam, but in the depth chart they didn't have like nobody under Sam. Everybody was under Will, so I adjusted that so that you actually have Sam players on the roster now. I went through and edited every quarterback tendency, went through, edited all the player tendencies, and pretty much got it up to speed, So let's get into this video, so one thing, if any of y'all seen my short, I was mentioning how they took away the quarterback tendencies and the sliders. So there's no quarterback tendency this year. Remember how you used to pick how you want to carry the ball? Like, do you want to always carry, never clutch the football? Do you want to always clutch the football? Are you a pocket passer? Do you want to scramble more? There were several tendencies that they used to have over here, but they took them out this year. Only thing you could do now is ratings and attributes. So I guess when they did this new tendency thing, they pretty much fixed it the way that they wanted to fix it. But I went through and adjusted all the quarterbacks' ratings, so you will see I went up on a lot of players, went down on a lot of players. What I felt like, in my opinion, I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be that good, so I got him at 73 but I did adjust a lot of the quarterbacks carrying rating, because they had some quarterbacks carrying at, not some, all quarterbacks, they had they carrying at 59, which means they're gonna fumble all the time. So I boosted up some and boosted down some. On some quarterbacks you will see, like, I did the speed. Who was somebody I could be like Mike White? Well, no, not Mike White. Probably somebody like Joe Flacco. Gave him a 59 speed. He's an old man. He doesn't really move too good. Somebody else like possibly Aaron Rodgers. You'll see the speed on different players. Also, Madden has this thing where they have running backs, a lot of running backs at 83, 84 speed, which is not realistic. So I adjusted a lot of that for some running backs. You can see I went up on a few, went down on a few. I don't really understand that thing. I wish they did it like 4-4, 4-5, 4-6, so we actually know what the person is running instead of this 90, 80, 70 thing, because you really don't even understand what kind of speed you're putting a person at with this 90 thing. Like, we should just be able to do 4-7, 4-8, 4-9, or however it is, like that. But anyways, enough of that. I went through all the rosters, edited all the players. It took a while, so that's what it took me so long to get this video out. I adjusted a lot of the tendencies. Some of them went down on their throwing, went up on some of them at awareness and attributes. Some of them, actually a lot of them, the lower rated quarterbacks, I went down on their throw under pressure, because Madden had a lot of these quarterbacks throw under pressure way too high, especially these on the bench. Like, they struggle under pressure. As you see, Mike White is pretty much a pocket passing quarterback, so yeah. Shadur Sanders, I fixed a lot of his equipment and gear. I hate they didn't do his face scan, but I didn't change the face because I didn't want it to change the action picture, but that looks nothing like Shadur. But they said he will have a face scan coming. I just adjusted his gear and his throwing mechanisms, and adjusted a lot of his attributes because he is way better than what they had him at. Went up and down on a lot of players, added a couple players, And I also cut a few of the players that were recently released and signed. So you'll see that also as well. The ratings are pretty competitive. It's not overcast for a lot of them. As you see, Anthony Richardson Sr. went down on a lot of his passing because he's really not that good at throwing the ball. I also edited a lot of these players' faces. So some of them you'll see that I edited their faces. Went up on a couple of these tendencies. It took me a minute to get these rosters out to you guys. Like, honestly, it took a minute. I know a lot of people was getting discouraged. Like, man, Madden have been out for almost like a month now, and you ain't put a roster out. So I was really coming. I now gotta make a sliders video. I'm still testing the sliders, but I promise I will have a slider video out by next week. Okay? I will have a slider video out by next week. Honestly. I just want to make sure that I'm putting out good content, not just throwing something together. You know what I mean? So I really want to test it and, you know, make sure that everything plays right before I put it out, because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm just, you know, giving half effort. Also, for a lot of receivers that drop a lot of passes, I went down on their catching. Honestly, I went down on their catching. And like I said, I fixed a lot of the ball carrying quarterbacks. So you will not see a lot of fumbles, because a lot of them carrying, like Andy Dalton, I got a speed on 61. They had him on like a 78. He's not running that fast anymore. A lot of the ball carrying quarterbacks were like, the carrying was way too low. Like, they was fumbling. They fumbled tendencies. I was fumbling a lot. And so, yeah, I had to fix that, honestly. Those who get injured a lot, I went up on the injury, went down on the injuries. For instance, like people like Jimmy Garoppolo went down on the injury, so you'll see a lot of players. Let me run over here real quick. I'm not gonna make this video long. I'm just pretty much highlighting the roster. But if you can see, like, injury got it on 58 and toughness on 72. So if you play like a season, he will get some injuries and things like that. I try to keep it as realistic as possible because I like simulation gameplay. So I wanted to play simulation type. I went and adjusted a lot of that. I know Jalen Miro. I did his gear, so you can see he got the sleeve with the QB wrist on the same arm. I didn't change the face because he does have braids and hair, but I didn't want to take away from the action picture, because if I change his face, the picture will go way up there. So I didn't touch it. Aaron Rodgers, you can see his speed slow. Who else? I'm trying to remember. Kim Ward added I think I just adjusted some of his ratings because they had him as like a 71 or 72 or something like that. Added his wristband. They didn't have the wristband on there. Some games he haven't been wearing the wristband, and some games he have. So I don't know how that's gonna work. So I'm gonna let you guys know how to download this roster, right? So basically, you're gonna type in 1090 roster. 1090 roster. I use 1090 because that is pretty much trademarked to my name. So anytime you see 1090 roster, that is Hoodie Pop every time. So y'all go over here, and as you see on the screen, this is all you have to type: 1090 roster. And you could get the updated roster. I went through and did all the cornerbacks. I did all the safeties. I did all the full safeties. Every player on this roster I have edited that really needed to that really needed to be edited, because some of them I didn't really touch them because they was I like the tendencies that they already had. Honestly, like I said, I hate that Madden took away the tendency, because the tendency wasn't just for quarterbacks. It was like Defensive tackles, how do you want them to play? Like, do you want them to swim or bull rush? Or do you want it balanced? How do you want cornerbacks to play? Aggressive or conservative? How do you want to, do you want high motor or anything like that? Like, they took all that stuff away. Honestly, they did. They took away, well, they added their own up. Okay. Yeah, that's why they took it away, because they added their own projected tendencies. So yeah. But anyways, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for that slider video. It's coming. Stay tuned for that slider video, yo. But anyways, peace, and please like the video.